In this video, I'll show you how to take a short trade in crypto or how to short trade any of the other assets that you can have access to on your platform. So if you're using something like Bybit or Binance or any of the other platforms, you can easily do this. So I'll show you trading in the futures market. So if we go to trade on Bybit, press futures here, you can trade any of these assets, including stocks nowadays that are coming onto crypto platforms as well. And then you can just open a long trade or a short trade. This is like buying, this is like selling. And we benefit from the price going up when we're buying or going long. And then if you open a short, what you're doing essentially is taking a short position at this price, and you want to close out the trade lower, buy back lower to actually close out the trade and make your profit. No matter which platform that you're using, you'll have to get some assets into your future trading account first. So what you'd need to do is just press transfer in your platform, go from your funding account or your spot account, wherever you have the money, transfer it over to your trading account that you can trade futures with. On Bybit, that's the unified trading account. On other platforms like Binance, you might have your futures account that you can just transfer the money into. Now, the collateral that we use in the futures market, you can use one of two assets mainly. One is a stable coin like USDT or USDC. So that's like using dollars. So you have some dollars there, and that will let you open the short trade. Or the other thing that you may use is the coin itself that you're going short. So for example, if you want to take a short position in Bitcoin because you think the price is going to fall, you could actually use some Bitcoin that you have as collateral to fund that trade. When you're trading futures, you're not buying and selling. You're just putting collateral on the system to pay for potential losses in your trades. So once you have collateral in the system, you can take a short position. Now, a dollar short position, if you're using stable coins, that's easy because you know how much money you have in there, right? So you have $1,000 in there, let's say, and you know that you can fund $1,000 loss in your trade, all right? So that's where you'll get liquidated. So if you open a position here, and let's say $1,000 loss is when the price rises because you're short, right? So that's where you'd get liquidated. You can, of course, put your stop losses in at any price that you want, but you know that $1,000 is there to pay for the potential loss. And you're essentially just taking what's known as a naked short position in the asset because you've got dollars and you're just assuming the price is going to go down so you actually make money. Now, if you use the asset itself to fund your trades, let's say I want to go short Bitcoin, but I have Bitcoin as collateral. Well, what's going to be happening here if I have Bitcoin as collateral is that the Bitcoin in my account that I'm using, let's say I put $1,000 of Bitcoin in there, but the price falls. Well, that $1,000 of Bitcoin is now going to be worth less in dollar terms as the price falls. But if I take a short trade, then the trade will be gaining profits because we essentially sold here and the price is going down, right? So we have unrealized profits because we could buy back lower. Now that's known as a hedge because what you're doing is using the asset itself as collateral. So you've got the collateral in your account, the price is actually going down, but your short trade is canceling that out via having a winning trade and making profits in that trade. It's up to you which one you want to do. Most people use stable coins because they have a fixed amount. So they know exactly if they lose money, they know exactly how much they can fund. With Bitcoin itself, maybe you don't want to sell the Bitcoin because that would be a taxable event and you just think the price is going to go down. And so you want to hedge some of that exposure that you have in the BTC. Now, if the price goes up when you've got a hedge on, so you're using the coin itself, then your trade will lose, but some of that will be cancelled out by the fact that your collateral is actually going up in value as well. From a technical basis, going short the asset is known as riskier because the price can, in theory, rise to infinity. Now, the most you can use if you're long is when the price goes to zero. In reality, you're going to get stopped out when the collateral that you have can't afford to pay for the loss anymore if you make a loss. So we're making a loss if the price rises. So what we're going to do is open a position. I'll show you if you want to use leverage here. So I'm using cross margin. Now I've got a much deeper in-depth guide for Bybit, Binance, and the other trading platforms. If you want to know more about actually trading futures or margin or anything like that, I recommend watching those. I'll leave them in the description. I've also got some bonus links that I'll put down below. The platforms that I use, you can get great deposit and trading bonuses on those. So I'll link those in the description. But what we want to do is open a trade. I'm going to use 3x leverage just to show you. That means that the trade size that I'm opening with the market, I only have to put down 1/3 of that. So 3x leverage is the trade size versus how much cash you have down. So if I've got $1,000 down, my trade size would be $3,000. If I've got $100 trade with the market, I'd only have to put $33 down. So the leverage is how much is your cash that you have there to pay for the position versus your actual position in the market. So a 3x leverage means essentially I have to pay for 33% of the trade. So You can change the leverage as you want. The leverage, what it does is it changes your liquidation price. Because let's say I have a $1,000 trade at 1x leverage. So I have $1,000 cash and a $1,000 trade. I can fund that trade 100%. So the most I can lose to the downside is basically I can't lose because the thing could fall 100%, but I still can afford the trade. Now, if you go to the short side, the thing can rise 100% and more. So you can actually get liquidated even at 1x leverage here, because eventually it can rise and rise and rise and then just completely wipe out your cash that you have in the position. So that's some of the danger here. If you're using 10x leverage, let's say, you can still have a $1,000 trade with the market and you have $100 down, right? 100 times 10 is a $1,000 trade. Now, you can only afford a 10% wrong side move and your $100 gets liquidated. So the amount of leverage you use changes how volatile the asset can be, your trade can be, before you get liquidated. So the less leverage, the more you can afford to pay for, the more volatility you can handle. The higher leverage, the volatility is going to stop you out much faster if you lose the trade. So I'll just get a trade open here with 3x leverage. I'll open a market order. So just get a trade done here. So let's just open a trade size. You can see here the cost and the quantity. So I think the minimum trade size on Bybit is 0.001 BTC. You can see here that the cost to me is $50. Times 3 is a $150 trade with the market. So that's how it works. Now I can change the leverage. So let's go to 10x leverage. Notice that my trade value with the market is exactly the same. I just have a much lower cost. I put less down, right? 150 trade size, $15 down. That's 10x leverage. 15 times 10 is the trade size. The only thing that changes here is my liquidation price, because I've only got $15 to pay for losses, versus if I'm using 3x leverage, you can see you've got $50 to pay for losses, so you can afford a bigger loss before you get liquidated. So from right here, what we can do is put a take profit and stop loss in. You can do this after the fact as well. Take profit would be below. So if I open a position here at this price, 86,000, the take profit would be if the price falls, and I can take profit there by buying back. So let's say 50,000, and then the stop loss, that would actually be above, because that would be a loss for me. So let's put that at, let's say 98,000, like this. So you can put that in, and those trades would go in with your order, so you know exactly what your risk is before opening the trade. You can do that as you wish. I'll just open a short trade here. It's going to check with me. I can press confirm, and that will be open. So I've now got a position here. It's red, so it's a short trade. You can see all the details of the trade and everything, and you can see your liquidation price, wherever that may be. And then you can just run that trade as you wish. Now, if you lose, then you can either get out of the trade or just wait till it gets liquidated if the price rises. If the price falls, you can take your profits either with your take profit trade, or you can just wait for it and then do that manually at a later date. If you want to add a take profit and stop loss after you've got the trade open, just press this button here, and then you can add those in yourself very easily. And then on the right hand side, if you want to just close the position, you can see that right here. You can close the position in its entirety, or you can close a percentage of the position. I'm just going to press market order right here, like this, and it says, do you want to close the position? How much do you want to close? I'm going to close 100% of it. So I press confirm there, and you can see it buys back the position. So what it does is it cancels out my short position with the corresponding long position. And of course, I'm now out of the position completely, and so I don't have any positions in my trading account. If you want a more in-depth guide on trading futures on any of the crypto trading platforms, or some more in-depth trading guides, I'll leave those all linked down in the description, plus the deposit and trading bonuses on the exchanges I use. I'm James, this is MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.